Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut. In this video, we're going to talk about Manny Machado and how he signed an 11-year, $350 million extension with the San Diego Padres and what that means for the New York Mets, and this video starts right now. Before we get into this video, I'm going to need you to subscribe to this channel and like this video. I do plenty of Mets content on here and Major League Baseball, and this is the kind of channel you want to subscribe to and follow. I'll give you everything you could possibly want out of a Mets channel. Trades, free agent signings, Mets history. I got everything here. So this is the channel you want to subscribe to. Now, as you know, I'm a Mets fan. A little disappointed that Manny Machado decided to sign a long-term deal, a long-term extension with the Padres today. 11 years, $350 million extension on top of what he's already made with the Padres. That's $470 million. What? Let me say that again. $470 million. That's a lot of money. Now that means that he will be with the Padres into his 40s, and he probably will never play for any other team again. Now, I was thinking about this. These players, now he's a little bit older than some of these other players. Why do you sign a 10-year contract? I mean, if you think about it, why do you sign 10-year contracts? I don't understand that. Can somebody explain that to me? Why do you sign these long-term deals? How did it get so out of control? And I feel like that some of the players are leaving money on the table, in my view, especially the younger guys. Say like Michael Harris III. He left a lot of money on the table. He only played 1 year. He left so much money, and same goes for guys like Sean Murphy. But get back to Machado for a moment. Machado, as you know, is a great third baseman. He's a middle of the order guy. He's really the best player on the Padres. We'll see how Juan Soto does this year for them, but he's been their best player since he signed that contract. So, I mean, it's a good thing for the Padres. They were able to keep their best player. But, again, they spend so much money. You don't want to get to a point, especially, with Met fans, you don't want to get to a point where you spend so much money and you're not winning anything. Now, are they the number one team out in the National League West? Probably not. I mean, the Dodgers are still the number one team out there. Now, the Dodgers are very quiet this offseason, but they're, trying to keep things very quiet until they make a run at Shohei Ohtani next offseason. But, I mean, it maintains the Padres as a team. It takes away a lot of uncertainty with one of their core players in Machado. Again, Machado's a great defensive player. He's a great offensive player. He makes everything look very easy, on the field. And he's become a leader there in San Diego. We know that his story, his whole shtick in the past, he's been sort of a, ornery kind of guy for the opponent to deal with, and sometimes his teammates too. But he seemed to have calmed down a lot, and he's sort of become a mentor for some of the younger guys that are out there playing San Diego, in particular Fernando Tatis Jr. But he's now signed, sealed, and delivered with the San Diego Padres. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here after this, because obviously Juan Soto is another guy that's going to be a free agent, not after this year, but after next year. It'll be interesting to see if they make a run, try to sign him to a long-term deal. He's going to be looking for 15 years, I would think. I mean, he's still very young. But, so, you got these guys signing these deals. And obviously, over the course of the season, we're going to see what kind of team the Padres have. They were a playoff team last year. They were a playoff team in 2020. They're still playoff caliber. Are they going to win the division? It's going to be tough. I mean, the Dodgers are very tough out there. Dodgers always seem to find a way to win. They always seem to find a way to bring in big talent from their minor league system. So that's still up in the air with the Padres, but that is something we'll have to keep an eye on. Now, what does this mean for the New York Mets? Well, it's funny you should ask. There was a lot of talk here and a lot of talk really amongst the media that the Mets were very, very interested in Manny Machado, that they were going to really focus in on trying to get him next year and have him be the everyday third baseman. But now that he has signed this contract with the Padres, well, that's not going to happen now. And you have to ask yourself, well, where did the Mets turn? Well, it's an obvious thing. They play Escobar for the rest of the year, which they were going to do anyway. And they look forward. We have a chance to look forward to seeing the Mets play Brett Baty. Now, Baty has gotten off to a pretty quick start. 3 at-bats is not a spring, but he hit a home run on Saturday, and he got another hit during his spring debut. So he's the guy to keep an eye on with the Mets at third base. He's got the biggest thing that he has going for him is he's got raw power. He's got raw power. He knows how to work a count. The word is that he's probably going to be like a 270, 280 hitter at max. But he has the ability within himself, the potential to hit 30 home runs. If he does that, this team will have a tremendous run producer in the middle of this line. But the Mets need a home run hitter, and he would fit the bill. But his defense is a problem. It was a problem last year. Now, coming into early in camp, there was a lot of talk that he really improved defensively. This comes from Francisco Lindor. He mentioned to the media that his defense has improved. We'll see. But he is a middle of the order bat. Like I said, people sort of compare his pitch recognition to Brandon Nimmo. So it gives you an idea, but more raw power than Brandon has. But you let me know what you think about this video. What do you think about Machado signing this big extension? What do you think about the Mets' future at third base? Is it Brett Baty? Is it someone else? And also, this opens up the wallet for Show Me the Money, Shohei Ohtani. And I want to thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later. Now, I love talking about baseball, and particularly I love talking about the New York Mets. So if you want to follow a channel that loves those two things, this is really the channel you need to subscribe to. I know a lot about the Mets, a lot about baseball, and we can talk about it here, and I can learn from you, you can learn from me. I do talk to people, I write to people on a regular basis when you write to me. And, of course, I do all kinds of videos. There are weekly live streams. There are shorts. I would mention I have merchandise on the channel. That please go check it out. I have plenty of baseball caps that you might be interested with the Baseball Hut logo on it. So I want to thank you all for coming by. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you, and I'll see you later.